Ok, 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 ok.
And it's going to be such a close one here. Again, skilled veterans from both of them, highly rated. Who you got in this one? Which way are you leaning towards in this, Megadabud?
This one, again, it's a cop-out to say 50-50, so I'm not going to say 50-50.
Good.
I will say 51.
Ya, ahí estoy otra vez, no sé. Ahí estoy. No sé qué le pasó hace rato, ¿eh? No tengo idea qué pasó, que salió inactivo.
I think it's going to be a very, very tough match. This is anyone's game. Like I've been saying before, RNG is a cruel mistress. This is whoever can gain more RNG here. I think they both have fantastic drafts. They both have some strong units, and we're just going to find out as we play this lovely game of Summer's War. We know the kind of RNG that we're going to be seeing.
Well, Popo, Panda, Ken Baller to enter. Only one can qualify for America's Cup today.
4 megabits, ¿en serio?
Take us away.
¿Será por eso?
We go, guys. We have our first match between Ken Baller and Popo Panda. Very excited to see this one. Ken Baller with all those LD Nat 5s. Can Popo Panda respond?
We have 3 red stars versus 2 red stars here.
No tengo idea. Hace rato salió pues como inactivo, ¿no? No tengo idea qué pasó. No sé si fue mi wifi que estaba bajo el internet, pero... sale cada rato que no está estable. Aunque sea mi wifi, ¿eh? No sé. Quizás sea mi wifi, no tengo idea. .49, ¿por qué? Con razón, pues mi wifi es el que está fallando ahora en este momento.
Popo Panda with that first pick of Fran, looking to respond towards both of these control units.
Bueno, no sé. Será por eso seguramente.
Either or is okay here. It decides to go the slower route, goes with the Verd and the Josephine. Might even be a triple revenge Verd. Most likely not a triple revenge Verd, just wants more turns. Vigor, great pick into Verd. Here and also gives him a little bit of speed, healing, kind of a bit of everything. We'll see what Ken Baller picks last. He's missing a little bit of immunity.
A veces está fallando el internet, parece. Ah, miércoles, ¿qué es esa calidad? Sí, entonces por eso que salió hace rato inactivo. No era capaz de transmitir a buena calidad 1080, pues. Por eso justamente debe estar así. Qué asco, mira esta cosa. Mira esta buena calidad. 144, qué asco.
Doesn't add a lot to the table here. Ken Baller takes that Sierra, even though Verd's already on the table. Verd's usually quite good in the Sierra.
¿Qué es eso, amigo? ¿Qué es esa calidad?
Just speaks to the value of additional damage artifacts on Sierra.
Oh, Chiwu Savannah wrapping up Popo Panda's draft. Very strong units to be paired up together. The Chiwu and Savannah. Ken Baller's got one last pick here.
Interesting pick of the Chiwu Savannah. If the Chiwu were to be banned out, Popo Panda doesn't really have an AoE or a really good stripper. Does have that Savannah. At the same time, without Savannah, there really isn't a ton of burst, but there
Era el wifi, creo, Sally. Estaba bajo el internet. Bueno, creo que sigue bajo, por eso que se cortó. Debe ser un problema de señal, no sé. Es la primera vez que me falla. Así. Pero definitivamente no era el copyright.
Popo Panda does have a Chiwu and a Savannah, so if Savannah's able to go off, it is a lot of damage, but at this point, Popo Panda does lack some burst here.
I've probably seen a speed lead of Popo Panda, accuracy or resistance lead out of Ken Baller, more than likely going to be that accuracy lead.
We'll see here. We do know Leo will take first turn, so if Popo Panda does
Está marcando abajo el internet, raro.
turn order could be disrupted.
Well, speed leads for both teams.
Que Lucia.
We've got our exciting match ahead. Popo Panda versus Ken Baller. This is anyone's game. Leo taking first turn, not getting the attack bar pushback.
No le bajó a Chiwu.
Chiwu going for the full strip attack bar pushback onto Ken Baller's team.
Super unlucky not to get that. At this point, Fran's going to be able to throw up attack buff, and Savannah's going to be able to chop down with defense breaks here.
There it is.
A ver.
Attack buffed as well, looking to apply some serious defense breaks on the entire
Okay.
team. Ken Baller not receiving it onto the Okeanos though. And
Provoca Okeanos, obviamente.
possibly looking to control this,
¿No?
Hathor not getting that kind of control.
Not getting that
Okay.
kind of control. At the same time, this Okeanos does have skill too, but there are 3 buffs on each side.
Ooh, Spear Devastation does land, not the strip though, but the reset onto the Savannah, and we still have the second skill from Hathor. But that do have the passive.
Sí, pues ese seguramente fue Wi-Fi. Se estaba lagueando un poco y después se cortó. Como estaba streameando a 1080, y pues con la velocidad que cargaba no se podía, y por eso salió inactivo.
Things are not working out his way right now. Can he at least violent proc out of that defense break and doesn't even do that?
But at the same time, Ken Baller does not have defense breaks on anything except for the Leo here. So
Ooh.
if Ken Baller can keep that Leo
Ataque.
or if that Leo stays alive long enough, he does have a chance to come back.
Yeah, great initial turn coming from Popo Panda there. You can see that massive attack buff damage coming out of Chiwu onto the Leo, the defense broken Leo, and then we have a stun. That's going to put it in torrent range. That means Popo Panda's got to get rid of this unit. He does get that stun, but obviously the initial turns and shields come out from the Josephine, and we don't have a stun on to this Leo.
No stun on Leo, and Leo is in torrent range. Popo Panda not doing enough damage on this Josephine.
That is right, primed and ready. Bomb's going to come out onto a sleeping unit. Who's going to be eating this bomb here?
It's going to be likely that Savannah and just working that Chiwu here. We're going to see a torrent goes miss.
Bomb gets resisted once again with that beautiful I'm sorry, didn't go accuracy. Did he went speedily?
Ok, salí.
For that one here.
Sí, espero que sí.
Coming out here, massive torrent damage right onto the friend, eliminating this unit.
49k of damage.
El código es Sunday Mana.
And it's going to be even 3-3.
El código es Sunday Mana.
Is going to be coming out. No more sustained for Popo Panda except having those Josephine shields.
At this point here, Ken Baller needs a Seer to tee off. I think you really need to be going after that Savannah. Savannah does do a lot of damage, but if he can maintain control and Josephine doesn't proc enough, Ken Baller is also in a good spot with 2 AoE controllers.
Yep, taking advantage of that Josephine. Now the passive is up. Bomb does land on the sleeping Josephine. Okeanos possibly going for a reset.
I think Okeano saves the reset, decides to go for the reset on Savannah, so target change here.
Yep, target change here for sure. And we've got
Ya lo dijeron, el código, Sunday Mana.
Onto the Savannah. He can detonate this bomb here, or he may just let it go.
Ya, muere.
Just lets it go, but does not down the Savannah.
Oh, but the initial turn from Savannah ended up erupting, knocking it right off the
Y para
beast.
colmo no se estuneó.
On the Savannah, but probably doesn't matter. The Sierra does so much damage with these artifacts.
That's right, massive damage coming out of that first skill from Savannah. Maybe some attack bar pushback coming out of the Chiyu, and does push a little bit of attack bar. Savannah looking to finish off the Sierra, not doing it just yet. We do have the passive up on top of this. Josephine goes for the sleep, and I was wrong. There is no passive up on Josephine.
Josephine is asleep here. This bomb's
Chiwu.
going to go on Josephine. Auto attack on the Savannah. And
Okay.
Panda's going to go down 0-1.
And there it is, uses that first attack on the Savannah, dropping this unit here, looking very good for Ken Baller. Here comes the AoE stuns, and there you have it, Ken Baller taking round 1 away from Popo Panda.
Popo Panda.
Solid draft from Ken Baller here, going with that Sierra, that Okeanos, that Hathor. Lots of aggression there. Really like his draft.
Yeah, Popo Panda had it at the very beginning, able to resist the attack or pushback from Leo, and we thought Popo Panda had a great start to that match. Ken Baller was able to work through it, getting some additional turns in there. Bombs finally landing for him. Maybe picking up that accuracy lead next time, but we'll see.
And that Leo taking a lot of damage, almost got laid out early, but that because of that Josephine not being well ruined enough, was not able to take out that Leo.
There you have it.
We're going to see a pre-ban from Popo Panda on that pattern. We already know that Ken Baller has that unit. Everyone in the world knows he has that unit. Popo Panda's going to take that out. The question is, what does Ken Baller pre-ban? Most likely, I would say a Hathor, given the fact that he took out Ganymede first round, but it could also be something like a Fran if he decides to go that route.
Yep, well, pre-bans from last time. Ganny Ragdoll, as you're saying, the pattern should be the pre-ban.
Ganymede y Ragdoll, ¿ahora quién será? ¿Lo mismo o no?
Baller looking to pre-ban a unit as well.
Yeah, Ken Baller here. I think this delay
100 místicos. Como el aniversario, ¿verdad?
What does he want to take out? Takes out that Chiwu, clearly indicating that he is thinking
Chiwu y
deep into
Pater.
the draft. His first pick should be on this Hathor, or it should be a Hathor, but it could be a Ganny.
Se dieron 100 energías y 100.000 de maná.
Ganny Hathor combination.
Yep, you nailed the pattern as well. Obviously, pattern was going to be the pre-ban. Chiwu getting pre-banned here. Ken Baller with the first pick. He's looking at a Hathor and does select this Hathor as his first pick. Popo Panda looking to respond with 2 other units, splitting the Ganny Hathor and going with a Fran. Very safe draft from both.
Yeah, Candy Fran very safe here. Also, Chiwu is
Sí, 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 sí. No, 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 la puta madre, la concha la lora.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a Daphnis coming from Ken Baller or an Okeanos. I mean, we saw him first pick
Sí, 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 no, 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 no,
and
no.
Okeanos last time, so Okeanos is very good into both of these units. So I think we're going to see some combination of that, or even like a Sierra Oki, Sierra Daphnis. And I guess Ragdoll's also fine. None of these picks decides he doesn't want Sierra and goes with a Vanessa instead.
Pues está bien, Randy, la defensa. Técnicamente depende de qué tan buenas sean tus runas, ¿no?
And by not taking the Okeanos, he's given his opponent the Gani Oki lockdown, which is quite scary. He does have that Ragdoll on his table, which does make it awkward for the Okeanos user, but at the same time, Popo Panda does have a ban, so he can just simply ban that Ragdoll from the table.
That's right, double reset, no immunity for Ken Baller here. Savannah, very strong pick from Popo Panda, right next to that Okeanos. Ken Baller looking at a Josephine himself.
Josefina.
And a Molly. We're going to see the Molly coming out of Ken Baller.
I actually really like this Molly pick at this point in the draft. We saw Molly go 0-5 yesterday. Molly didn't take a single point. But in this one here, if Savannah Popo Panda might not have enough gas in the tank.
Whoa, Popo Panda has an ISIS.
La Katy Perry de leche.
This is our first ISIS. We've seen
La
an
Katy
ISIS
Perry de
flash
leche.
before, but we haven't seen one drop. We just saw one drop. That is a unit we haven't seen. ISIS has the ability to block the passes of units with skill 3 here. Skill 2, the same thing as Hathor's. It's a light unit, so it doesn't get resisted easily. So I
¿Qué es lo que pone Isis? Pone silencio y pone Oblivion, ¿verdad? Silencio y pone Oblivion.
Resistance lead coming up for Ken Baller. Maybe he can resist the ISIS here and find out how good this unit actually is. We're going to find out as we're going into round 2 with Popo Panda and Ken Baller. First turn coming out with Popo Panda.
Ah, lo estaba transmitiendo porque pues me dijeron que lo haga, ¿no?
Reset onto the Hathor. Does land that reset onto Hathor. Hathor going for the attack break onto the Okeanos.
Restrepea a Frank o a Isis. ¿Qué?
Opt to go for the Fran instead, getting the attack buff in immunity with this Fran. Second skill. Nope, chooses the first skill, looking for the strip onto Savannah. Once again, looking for the strip onto Savannah. Savannah being a unit of choice for Ken Baller right now.
Interesting choice here. Makes a lot of sense, though. But ISIS is going to be able to go off, and Ken Baller's units become absolutely squishy at this point here.
Si ese skill le hiciera daño o metiera veneno, sería mucho mejor todavía.
The only unit not to have a passive on this field.
Yeah, what a pick here. There is no Molly passive. There is no Ragdoll passive. Ken Baller's team is basically a sitting duck.
Exactly. Savannah doing away with that Ragdoll. Isis showing how powerful she is. This unit does not need a buff when it is chosen in a perfect time.
And this was the perfect time. What a great pick from Popo Panda. Ken Baller at this point probably staring at disbelief as his team disappears in front of him. He is not going to be taking too many turns.
GG.
He should be thinking about game 3, and we might see that pre-ban going on to ISIS.
Eso fue rápido, ¿eh?
Putting in all of this work. Molly once again staying true to the record that she has in SWC.
That is true. Molly will not be picking up a win here, and this ISIS will be at 100% win rate. So very strong unit, great pick again from Popo Panda. Popo Panda enjoying this moment here in Ken Baller, losing that match.
Yep, going into round 2, guys. Well done, Popo Panda. Guys, we're going to have a game 3 with Ken Baller and Popo Panda.
What a game. I really like that. I mean, that was just super innovative. We don't get to see that unit ever. I don't think we saw that last year. I mean, what a great pick. And Ken Baller had this draft later on, but everything had passives. Popo Panda saw that, decided that this was the perfect pick, and it absolutely was.
It really was. So you can see the pre-bans from last time. We knew that pad was going to be pre-banned, and Ken Baller going with that Chiu. I think we're going to see something a little
Thompson jugó ayer, amigo.
Ayer
jugó Thompson.
And Ragdoll getting pre-banned in this match.
So in this situation, we just know that without the ISIS pre-ban, that Ken Baller is
Y
definitely
perdió.
not going to be taking mollies and a ton of passive units. It's on his radar now. At the same time, Ragdoll's good, so the ISIS doesn't necessarily do as much.
That is correct. Well, Popo
No,
Panda going
Purple
with
Panda,
the
no, no dicen Purple Panda, dice Popo Panda. Si ves el nick de el de la derecha, dice Popo Panda. A él se refiere.
Goes with the patter. Patter also makes a lot of sense here. Patter taking a patter in this spot means that Ken Baller's 3 next
Pater.
are a lot stronger. We know
Pater de pollo.
at any point. Anyways, So he decides to take it to make his next 3 picks stronger.
Yep, that's right. Showing that pattern early, he's showing what Popo Panda potentially wants to ban, where he can then surprise with 3 of their units. Fran getting picked by Popo Panda.
Así es, el nombre es Popo Panda, no es Purple Panda.
And I would like to see some sort of aggression from Ken Baller's side, either a Daphnis or some way to do some damage here. Ken Baller's a little damage light, also does not really have major heals aside from pattern, so Ken Baller really needs to take his time to think about it. If he had a Barbara, it would be great to take a Barbara here, but unfortunately does not. Takes a different water unit. Vigor, great pick. The anti-crit, and of course, speed lead from Vanessa.
Yep, Vigor and Vanessa for Ken Baller. Popo Panda looking to respond after seeing these 2 units to wrap up his draft.
At this point here, that Vigor is going to provide a very, very good counter to that Vertical, that anti-crit, and also just being able to apply defense break on another unit. It's just a 3-turn defense break is very strong. Popo Panda going highly aggressive with that Daphnis and that Savannah. I really like Popo Panda's draft right now. Daphnis, Savannah, very strong last picks. Let's see what Ken Ball is going to be responding after seeing these 2 high damage units. And we're going to be seeing a Rika coming out of Ken Baller.
Rika.
That might say a ban on top of the Fran.
We're going to see a ban on the Fran, and we're going to
Claro, banea para que ponga el veneno.
Daphnis, Savannah, last 2 picks signify, but I don't think Popo Panda was expecting this Rika, because even if Vanessa's banned out, Ken Baller is going to be able to get established full control on Popo Panda's side. Popo Panda needs to take out this Rika, otherwise Vanessa needs to stay in the field.
And there you go. So the ban on the Fran does happen. Ban on the Rika needed to happen. There's no way that Popo Panda could have left that unit through.
Así es.
Way too skeptical to it.
Popo Panda understood he did not have the burst to take out that Rika, so at this point here, we're going to see Ken Baller with that Vanessa. We'll see how tanky it is, but there's a Daphnis going into a Vanessa.
También.
Right. Speed lead for Ken Baller. Resistance lead for Popo Panda. Popo Panda's got the damage
A
right
ver.
now. Can Ken Baller make a big move coming into this round? So we
Reseteo de Daphnis.
reset on the Daphnis. Daphnis no longer has health.
Rompe defensa.
Possibly might see a 3rd skill, maybe even a 2nd skill coming out of Vigor.
Huge reset on that Daphnis. Guarantees that and it's
Y
super
chao.
Very squishy or high damage coming from this Vigor. That's a lot of damage coming towards Daphnis. Daphnis looking at
No tiene su ulti.
defense break on top of that Okeanos and does so. Doesn't apply a glancing either. We get the cleanse from this Pada coming out.
And Ken Baller's just
Sí, Joseph ya jugó hace rato ya.
take out Daphnis.
Después de esta de acá sigue Joseph.
As well, do we even need to see the wild blow? And we do.
Chao,
We see the
Daphnis.
wild blow to drop that Daphnis.
Yeah, at this point here, Popo Panda is on the back foot. Vigor's going to be able to provide
Oh, misses the strip onto the Vigor.
Desperdicia el strip. Falla el strip.
which is going to slow down Vertical, but unfortunately for Popo Panda, Vigor is going to be able to get that off.
Yeah, Vanessa's going to be looking for a defense break on top of the Savannah, hoping to deal as much damage as possible. Does not land that defense break. Vertiheal really needs to start cycling.
Sí, 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 no, 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 puta madre.
Not landing that defense break is huge, but at the same time, Okeanos does have skill 3 up.
Yep, Hathor getting the additional turn, looking for a sleep onto the Okeanos, not receiving it here. And Vertial looking to pummel more damage into Okeanos. Okeanos going with a rain of stones, looking to stun up all his units here, but left Savannah down. But
No, ya ganó bajo Ken Baller, creo.
Yeah, at this point here, Ken Baller has the protection from the Vanessa, does have heals from the Vigor. There needs to be a miracle to happen in order for Popo Panda to win, because he does not have enough bursts at the moment.
Wild blow dealing more damage. Vanessa pummeling more damage into this Savannah. Okeanos not dropping it off of the beast just yet. Can Vigor do it? And he does. No additional turns are coming out here. We may see a reset onto the Hathor, and we do. Vanessa continuing the
Ya ganó
onslaught
Ken
on top
Baller.
of Savannah.
And that is a very tanky Vigor. You see that does not take much damage from the Savannah. Things look very much in favor of Ken Baller, and it looks like Ken Baller is going to take this 2-1.
It really is. Hathor's trying everything she can. So many additional turns coming out of Hathor. It just does not matter enough. All the resets are keep going right on top of this Hathor. Hathor cannot capitalize off of any of those defense breaks. It is heavily favored. And Ken Baller's side of the field right now gets that defense break. That's going to be it for the Savannah. And Vertiheal needs to cycle as many turns as possible. Vigor almost dropping here, but we know we've got the Vanessa passive protecting this Vigor. Defense break does let
Perdió.
on the Vertiheal, pummeling more damage on top of this Verd.
Verd's going to go down. Popo
Ganó.
Panda's chances are down. Popo Panda's
Chao,
gonna be
Popo
sent to
Panda.
the loser bracket. Gonna have a whole week to think about how he could have drafted better to improve his chances of winning.
That is right. Wild blow coming out onto the Vertiheal, dropping this unit. It is just a lonely Hathor, and we get the concede. Ken Baller is going to be taking that round 3 victory over Popo Panda.
I mean, I think Ken Baller just drafted
Así es, amigo Kenly. La de torre de fuego y la torre de ataque y la torre de daño crítico, los tres. Lo demás no importa. Bueno, y en cierta forma también HP, ¿no? Para que no mueras. HP, ataque, defensa. El speed no importa mucho ahí.
Ken Baller side from receiving very much damage.
Yeah, definitely.
Ya vengo.
Definitely, and I just wanted to throw out there, Molly, 0-4 today. You guys did a great job hitting on that one. ISIS greater than Molly, and also the Rika pick there at the very end, forcing the hand to come out so early, I think is one of the ways that Kinbala got a lead here.
Absolutely. I mean, that Rika, that last pick was so solid because from Popo Panda's side, he knows his friend's being banned out. It's very transparent in that situation. If a Rika's able to get off, that is game over for whoever's subject to the Rika. So Popo Panda's looking at his side to see if he has enough damage to take out that Rika. If he bans Vanessa, he needs to take out Rika. The answer was no, so he has to leave that Vanessa in there, allowing that Okeanos to reset the Daphnis. So Ken Baller thoroughly out drafting Popo Panda there. What a solid last pick. And Popo Panda just opening himself up to any AoE control unit.
Yeah, and in that match, Ken Baller was able to draft that LD Nat 5, even knowing that Popo Panda doesn't have a pattern to draft. He could draft it early, showing that I know you want to ban this unit. That means he's free to draft these 3 other units. That last pick being the Rika, it was just such a strong smart pick coming from Ken Baller, and it showed that he was going to be banning out the Fran without having immunity and without having sustain. Popo Panda had to ban that unit out and deal with that Pata.
And you can see the preparation paying off here. Congratulations to Ken Baller for booking his ticket on into the America's Cup. Say swag again. Another America's
Ahora
Cup.
sí, Trócamo y yo sé. Trocamu, el pelado de Brazzers versus el niño Mepo. A former champion looking to reclaim his throne.
Has he lost a step? You know, not at all. You took care of business pretty easy, didn't you guys?
He made that one versus Igor S look quite easy, to be honest. I mean, his draft was very carefully planned. His plays,
A powerful returner, the Beastmaster.
Very unlucky, missed everything, and he still won. Still came out ahead.
El pelado
At
Sape.
the same time, you saw Trocamu
El pelado
such a great
Sape.
victory over Safaris. Safaris usually at the pretty high end of the ladder, so you know he's definitely knows how to play. But Trocamu just such a great player, able to navigate that draft and pull out a victory there.
Well, Dreams Joseph, we know him as an America's Cup champion before and a returning player from many SWCs. Obviously, he did away with Igor in these matches here. Igor maybe just needed to do a little bit more homework on top of Dreams Joseph, possibly dig into Dreams Joseph's box just a little bit more, but Dreams Joseph ended up coming out on top against Igor.
Yeah, very solid play from Dreams Joseph. Igor, yes, of course, that Jaeger didn't really do very
Boy,
much at that
a la
point.
mierda.
Trocamu actually in this clip here should have planted that bomb onto that front, but didn't
Papa
matter. His
Panda,
draft was
Papa
just so
Panda.
much better that he was able to come out ahead. Again, mixing that speed of Barbara, Sierra with that Leo, really innovative and difficult to be able to do that. Able to use that to his advantage and basically win this game here.
Yep, Trocamu coming
¿Que
in
te
real
está
strong.
sucediendo para ti nada más, Sally, o para toda tu
Safaris
familia?
here. And I hope he does his homework with his next match coming up here.
Yeah, Trocamu again. It was that weird
No sale.
master that was coming in, Fire Art Master that was coming
No
in with
sale.
the Leo counter. Quick thinking there led to Trocamu moving on and now having the opportunity, just one win away from booking his ticket to the America's Cup. Will he be
Ese yo sí
prepared?
parece que
Let's
tuviese
find out.
unos
The final
15
game
años,
of
¿no?
the day. Make it a button and stoic. All you guys.
Here we go, guys. It's going to be the last match of the day. Trocamu Dreams Joseph. Very exciting. We've got an America's Cup champion. America's Cup champion and Trocamu, a returning player from SWC last year. Trocamu, let's see if he can
Empezamos a ver.
against Dreams Joseph. He's got first pick.
He's got first pick here, and he knows that Gianna will be pre-banned, so he is likely going to get that Hathor first pick. So we'll see what he decides to take away from Dreams Joseph. Is it the Ganny? Is it a Beast Rider? You know, let's see if he's been watching Dreams Joseph's matches.
Yep, Vanessa and Gianna getting pre-banned here, taking away the Vanessa from Dreams Joseph. Possibly taking the CR away. I do believe that would be the other speed lead that Dreams Joseph had, unless he did show that Chiwu last round.
I would say Trocamu was likely going to go with the Hathor, and Dreams Joseph is going to go with the Sierra Ganny.
Hathor.
Oh, there's that Hathor coming out from
Hathor.
Trocamu. Dreams
A ver
Joseph
acá.
going to be responding with possibly
Josefina, seguramente.
Likely a Sierra Ganny or a Fran Ganny.
Josefina.
Ganny has to be taken here, but the pick of what pairs of that Ganny is going to tell you a lot about this draft.
Ooh, looking at a
Ganime de
Ganny
Fran.
Trocamu. After seeing Ganny Fran, does he need a speed lead to take over Dreams Joseph?
I don't know if he needs a speed lead here, but he's likely going to lay
Solamente un
down
código
maybe
nada más.
Sierra
Sunday
or
Mana.
Or Sierra Daphnis. We're going to see some fire unit come out. Sierra Daphnis coming on the field. Daphnis threatening a kill off the bat. Sierra just doing so much damage with his auto attacks.
Ah, Josefina para variar.
There's that Josephine making a return to these matches. Dreams Josephine, very strong Josephine. We may see it again, but it looks like he took it back.
Está haciendo sus... Ahí
He
está.
goes with the Masha here. I think Chakamu has to respond with the Barbara. Masha being a very fast unit, unknown in terms of how fast it is here. Chakamu with his highly aggressive draft, likely going to lay down a Barbara and then a Vigor. No questions asked. Immediately lays those two down.
Very strong draft.
Bárbara y
He
Vigor.
does lock that in, and he does. Barbara Vigor wrapping up Trakamu's draft. Dreams Joseph looking to respond with just one last unit.
Doesn't matter what he responds with. I think Chakamu's likely going to ban out the last one. And you look to see at Chakamu's draft where there's so much aggression. Something is going
Es verdad que Jose no tiene todavía hasta ningún monstruo de luz oscuridad, ¿verdad?
to probably snipe a unit off the bat. So
Ha tenido tan mala suerte que ha invertido paquetes seguramente y no le sale ninguno. Quizás no sé.
Not sure what he's going to lay down. Could even lay down a Leo. Lays down the
Doble
Spider, but that's likely going to be the ban
Beast.
choice here.
Yeah, double Beast Rider is a strong comp if he can get it through. I'm not sure we're going to be seeing this double Beast Rider. We're going to find out. Does ban out that last unit. Trakamu did set him up appropriately where that fifth unit did not matter here. And the ban on Vigor for Trakamu's side of the field.
Really odd not to take out the Daphnis because Chakamu basically has a free
Oh, me
kill on
vengo.
a unit and then a lot of damage.
SWC, mi panocha
This is going to be
2020
interesting
ese
to see how
código.
quickly Chakamu wins this one.
All right, well, we're going into the round one between Dreams Joseph and Trakamu. Trakamu's going to be taking first turn with that speed lead. Can Dreams Joseph stay alive with the onslaught of Trakamu coming in?
A ver, primero empieza
Bárbara.
Bárbara.
First turn here.
a Masha, ¿no? O a Fran.
Barbara's going to be stripping a unit that will not be getting nuked here, so this is going to tell you a lot.
Yep, going right after that. Masha doesn't get the full strip though, but you can see a lot of damage coming in that direction. Hellfire probably going out onto this Fran.
I think it
A
goes
Fran,
out
de ley.
to the Fran here, so let's see if Chakamu's able to land.
Does land that defense.
Ciao,
Fran. I
Fran.
think he's going to be removing a Fran from the field. Does not provide enough damage. I need to see these runes.
Does not. That's insane. We have not seen a Fran survive that ever, but the question is this Sierra tuned?
Whoa, what an additional turn coming out of Hathor. Hathor's able to capitalize off that defense.
Hathor le salvó el pellejo,
What
eh.
was that?
El Hathor le salvó el pellejo,
Anyways,
Hathor.
because Sierra followed up, as we noted, Dreams Joseph would be down a unit on draft, and that
Claro,
has
no es
proven to
tonea,
be true.
justamente.
So Dreams Joseph needs to come back from a 3-4 deficit.
Well, Josephine looking to provoke anything. Maybe a unit that could not get its shields up. It doesn't matter here. Provoke does go out onto the Daphnis, stopping that unit from being able to get a reset here. We see some defense break, high damage coming out of that Masha on top of CR, getting the additional turn, not dropping that CR, but the resist of the bomb stun onto that Josephine. Josephine getting a nice stun on top of this Daphnis.
Huge risk, huge resistance.
Mata a Josefina.
Chakamu needs to go after the Josephine, does not do so.
Does not. I think that Barbara would have had enough to finish off that Josephine, but we won't find out now. Gets the attack break, knocks that Masha right off of its beast, and we see the Ventilate coming back onto this, onto the Masha.
But Masha here taking a ton of damage. Barbara does not proc though.
Ooh, Masha looking to finish off Daphnis, not getting it here. Doesn't want to finish off
Nice stun.
Daphnis the Josephine either. We have an attack break from Hathor coming out, maybe an initial turn, we'll find out.
So kind of greedy plays by Dreams Joseph, and again that Josephine not stunning earlier, quite unlucky.
Ooh, additional turns from Ganymede, trying to reapply that glancing onto the Barbara. Masha looking to finish off that Daphnis and does so. Barbara can trade it with
Pero
that
Bárbara
Masha as well.
contra acá.
So we're going to see a unit trade here, but Hathor with that attack break, that's going to land on Josephine, and it's going to do a lot of work here because Josephine does
Duerme
absolutely
a
nothing
Ganymede.
when it is
No.
attack broken.
Yes, it is. We're going to be looking for that.
No, 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 claro.
No, goes for the attack break. I was
Claro,
looking
porque
for
va a activar
sleep
su-
onto, the Josephine to remove that revenge buff, but I guess it didn't happen here.
Josephine's passive is up, so he didn't do that. At the same time here,
Claro.
Chakamu is still ahead. Just needs to get attack break onto that Josephine from the Hathor.
Josephine looking for stun, not receiving that stun. Josephine once again looking for that stun on the Bobber. Does confirm it this time around. Going for the attack break onto the Josephine. Can he land it? Wind onto water. Does get resisted.
Does not land.
Sí, sí escuché esa historia, amigo Kenny, pero no le creo nada. Pues.
Moving from Josephine, that's a very fast Josephine.
Bobber looking for
Por
stun.
más que sea súper vicioso aquí,
Bobber gonna have enough to finish
al menos
off
para
the
que
Josephine.
estés farmeando todo el día,
Still doesn't finish off
al
that
menos debes
Josephine.
comprar paquetes, al menos, o sea, de refills, ¿no? De energía, de cristales, al menos.
So many additional turns are coming out right now.
Mata tú esto.
Still trying to finish off this Josephine, doesn't do it yet. Is this going to be enough coming from Hathor? And Hathor does drop the Josephine. I am not sure.
Dármelo.
Joseph can finish this with just a Ganymede.
No, no creo tampoco yo.
Definitely cannot finish this. And at this point, Trakamu has this one in his grasp. Even if this beast was to be knocked off of the beast here, he's got.
Pero Hathor contra Ganymede, si quedan 1 versus 1, ¿quién ganará? No salí por qué. Si te he respondido, salí, que no te he ignorado nada yo. Lo último que escribiste fue de tus picarones, Sally. Desde ahí no dijiste nada más, Sally. ¿Por qué te voy a ignorar yo? Yo no ignoro a nadie. Sí, ya perdió Joseph acá. Lo que pasa es que por más que solamente compres como dijo Joseph, que solamente una vez compró algo, no sé. Si fuese así, para que seas para que tengas super runas, deberías estar farmeando literalmente todo el día. Y pues para que hagas refills infinitos, necesitas recursos como son los cristales. Y si no compras cristales, ¿con qué vas a comprar cristales, digo yo? No sé qué de ley, pues ellos se ve pay to win, ¿no? Lo que gana esto, pues lo invierte en el juego. Por supuesto. Por eso nadie le cree que pues solamente una vez ha invertido en el juego nada más. Tengan en cuenta que esta cosa pues, es una inversión porque pues si ganas plata, si es que vas a torneos, bueno, siempre y cuando ganes. Pero si no ganas, pues te jodiste, ¿no? Porque no sé si lo que gastas compensa lo que ganas. Porque los premios aquí, si no me equivoco, son $10,000. Bueno, creo que esa fue una vez, ¿no? Si no me equivoco, el premio por campeón es $10,000, creo. Pero ¿tú crees que los que juegan aquí no han gastado más de eso? Yo creo que más, ¿eh? Por eso no sé si la gente que invierte plata acá, que tiene pues el sueño de ir a torneos, ganará más de lo que pierde, o bueno, de lo que invierte. Porque para hacer pay to win, ser constante en RTA, pues debes invertir plata. Invierte plata, y si vas a torneos, si es que ganas, pues digamos los $10,000, ¿crees que lo que invertiste es mayor o menor de lo que ganas? No. Si inviertes, no sé, pues $5,000 en el juego y ganas el torneo que te da 10,000, pues técnicamente estás ganando, ¿verdad? Porque si no me equivoco, uno de los chinos es como también un vicio del póker o algo así, de las cartas, no sé. Pero pues es técnicamente como si fuese un millonario. Yo dudo mucho que Joseph sea millonario, lo dudo. Yo tengo muchas dudas de que Joseph sea millonario de forma literal, ¿no? Como los chinos, pues que no me acuerdo cuál de todos los chinos es millonario así, de verdad. Pero pues Joseph tendrá otro tipo de fondos, ¿no? Para que pues se auspicie y tenga la plata para gastar tanto en un juego, ¿no? Porque yo no creo que Joseph sea de familia rica, lo dudo mucho. Él vive en una zona pues que es zona clase media, ¿no? Así que dudo mucho que Joseph venga de una familia pues ricachona, lo dudo. O él tendrá pues gente que lo auspicia, gente ricachona por él, cosa yo no tengo idea. Pero de que invierte plata, debe invertir plata. Pues sí, yo primero invertiría una PC, después ya vienen las consolas. Ya, empezamos a ver. Diana.
Does not land it. We're going to see stuns go up.
Stuns don't go out on everybody, though. We got stuns on Lucia and the Ciara.
This Triana is incredibly lucky here.
Ooh, we get that provoke onto the Verdi heal. Additional turns coming around from Josephine. Josephine possibly looking to stun up this Triana, not getting it here. But we've got
Diana
looking to probably cycle some turns.
Yeah, at this point here, Dreams Joseph double resist on the Triana and proc on the Josephine. Really lucky here. Chocmo needs to go to town with this Diana.
Yeah, Diana's units of focus is going to be that Ciara going to be transforming here. Can he get the additional turn?
Hola, Marcos
needs to
David.
get his Vertical online and then have that Diana pump enough into Ciara here.
Pues sí, en cierto modo, pues esta es una inversión, ¿no? Hay gente que invierte en sí mismo, en su casa. Thompson pues es en cierta forma también una como la cara de Suma de jugadores, en cierta forma, ¿no? Ya creo que ya se roló el internet, así que vamos a ponerle más calidad. A lo mejor lo ponemos automático por si acaso.
But not able to resist that Joseph.
Oh, but we get the violent proc right out of the stun. That is very lucky for Trocamu. Not getting locked down by the Josephine, applying more damage.
Kenny, ¿no me quieres regalar un piso?
Ciara actually losing quite a bit of health in one pop. One more proc would put it in danger here. Trocamu is also going to have that Vertical to boost up the entire team before that Lucia sleeps it.
¿Cuánta batería queda? 40%.
Would have pushed forward here. Vertical looking to attack the Ciara more. Try to pummel, bring in some more attack bar to Trocamu's side of the field.
That's incredibly giant proc because Diana almost has another turn again, so Lucia's going to be in a really tough spot.
Bomb is not landing on
Esa Diana está con 20% de predicción, ¿eh?
So thank God that they had additional damage artifacts or oracles because oracles are never landing bombs in this game here. They're basically bruisers.
Oh, we've got another bomb hopefully coming out here, and it does land true this time. Diana takes the bomb.
Escudo.
Be able to transform here, so the shields are coming up.
Escudo de ley.
From this bomb damage.
Yeah, Trocamu here is going to be in a tough spot if that Vertical gets frozen, and that's exactly what Dreams Joseph is going to be aiming for.
And the additional turns coming out of
Veo gente muerta.
Second skill next time around. Vertigo looking to pummel more damage into Ciara. Ciara still taking that very, very well.
But this point here, whoa, resistance on
done. Wow, but we see the stun coming out onto
¿En dónde, Candy? ¿En dónde? ¿En qué parte, Candy? ¿En qué zona de Perú?
Vanessa pummeling more damage does not break that shield though. We see that third skill finally going onto the Vertigo to stop this unit for gaining all this attack bar for his team. And the proc comes out to get the heal onto his Ciara.
That is a giant proc there because at this point the Ciara almost has full health now. And so basically all that chip damage that Trocamu did.
Esa Diana no metió ni una bomba, ¿eh? Ni una bomba metió Diana. Al fin una bomba de Diana, al fin. Estonea. Ok. Ya, sí, se asegura de que Ciara muera, supongo. Tampoco. Ajá. Y ahora. No tenía su pasiva. Sí, también empecé.
Great decision making by Trocamu. You can see he's starting to take a lot of time with these turns.
And Trocamu should be attacking the Ciara and then letting Gianna auto attack that
La dejó ninja, tipo.
Exactly what he's doing to get through that Triana passive.
Okay.
The decision burns through the passive, removes that Ciara from the field. Trocamu needed to get him down a unit and he did it. Josephine looking for a stun on the Diana, now receiving another.
Yo no farmeo gigantes porque gigantes no me dan nada, ¿no? Gigantes da todo menos runas. Gigantes da lo que sea menos runas. Y a ver, cicleas y a quién le pegas, señorita Diana. A Lucia, ¿verdad? Yo prefiero viajar y comprarme un carro o un depa. Es cierto, también en cierta forma pues hay que pensar en el futuro, ¿no? Si bien es cierto esta cosa pues está de moda o algo así, una vez que el juego, porque técnicamente todo tiene su final, bueno, hay franquicias que duran años, Ali, ¿eh? Técnicamente, Ali, hay juegos franquicias que duran pues décadas, ¿no? Décadas. Si no, pues, bueno, décadas en juegos de... Y ganó el pelado de brazos. Ganó el pelado de brazos, amigos. Brazzers.com. Pudo más el pelado que el señor Chilling.
Fantastic match. Like I said, today has been a great back and forth day. An awesome day for Summoners War. It is so good to see so many
o sea, no van a...
We just wrapped it up.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was one of those things where the draft diversity today
códigos.
Really stuck on the Hathor, Ganymede, kind of meta in day one, but here just picks all over the place and really out drafting folks. And then
justo está el evento de doble esencia, así que farmen, por favor. Ganó Vin Diesel, ganó el pelado de Brazzers. Claro, lo que dice Sally es correcto, ¿no? El terreno que te dice Candy está barato, pero en otro, en provincia. En Lima dudo mucho que un terreno esté pues $3,000, ¿no? En Lima, para que un terreno esté $3,000 es prácticamente solamente así nada más, ¿no? Un cuadrado nada más. En Lima los terrenos están mucho más caros. No, seguramente le estás explicando Candy al señor Mario, que es argentino. Seguramente a él. Acá un terreno en una zona decente mínimo sale $45,000. Pues sí, pero como dije y como dicen, siempre y cuando sea digamos en la capital o en zonas urbanas, ¿no? Si es en provincia, el terreno pues está más barato. Ese es un argentino. Ah, entonces eso no se van a enfrentar, pues. Ok, acá acaba todo entonces.
The players that lost in round 1 have to go back to the very first seed, but the players that lost in the semifinals will have their opportunity to book.
¿Cuánto está la jubilación? Yo qué voy a saber, pues amigo, yo todavía no me jubilo. Está bien que sea viejo, pero no tanto, pues, ¿no? Me falta creo 30 años más para jubilarme. No sé, amigo, no tengo idea.
From rounds 1. Guys, it's been a heck of a weekend. What was your favorite part or most surprising takeaway from this weekend?
My most surprising takeaway was actually that Raigeki versus Tree matchup, because we all see Tree as
no, que yo sepa no sale, que yo sepa la información que tengo de él, bueno, no estoy seguro. Yo sé, debe ser del cono norte. Que yo sepa, yo sé del cono norte. Exactamente qué parte no tengo idea, pero creo que es de por ahí. O al menos la última vez que supe de él, tenía esa clase de fuentes o tenía esa clase de información. Por eso digo que yo no creo que sea un tipo ricachón. O que su familia pues tenga mucha plata, ¿no? Lo dudo mucho. Porque mira, me llega una notificación de Yubeigo cuando este video creo que lo subió como hace 2 días atrás. Qué payaso. Este video lo subió Yubeigo creo que hace como 2 días atrás y recién hoy me notifica. Qué curioso es YouTube. Ahí está, amigos, un místico. Let's Summon SW. Ok, amigos, consigan el código, ok, ahí está el código. Let's Summon. ¿Cómo es? Let's Summon SWC. Bien, amigos, solamente 2 códigos y nos vamos. Aquí acabó todo. Código. Escriban los códigos. Ah, eso sí no tengo idea, salía. ¿Yo qué voy a saber? Let's... ¿Cómo es? Summon SWC. ¿Qué? ¿O es con doble C? Ahí está, ahí está. Es Let's Summons SWC. Ya está. 2 místicos, amigos. No, pues Ale, ¿qué voy a saber yo? Yo no soy su amigo para saber si vive en zona A, B o C de el cono norte. Bueno, pues tenga en cuenta que el cono norte en cierta forma, en forma global, pues el cono norte es zona B, ¿no? Ahora de que la zona del cono norte tenga cada uno su clase A, clase B, clase C, no sé. Pero como dije eso, no dudo mucho que ese señor tenga pues, no sé, padres ricachones o una familia ricachona, qué sé yo. Pero algo por ahí debe tener, ¿no? Algo debe tener. Para que invierta tanto en el juego, algo debe tener. Porque para que vayas a esos torneos, mínimo se habrá gastado sus $10,000, mínimo. O sea, a lo largo de todo el juego, ¿no? Porque si bien es cierto, una vez ganó él $10,000 porque pues fue campeón. Eso no creo que compense todo lo que habrá gastado, ¿no? No sé. Y amigos, ese ha sido todo por hoy. Ya en la noche pues solamente haré stream random, nada más como dije, de Brawl Stars o cosas que ustedes quieran ver que, bueno, que yo vea, ya sea una reacción, videos graciosos, memes, lo que sea. Una hora de cada uno. ¿Ok? No, Sally, el cono norte es... el cono norte es Los Olivos, Comas, San Martín de Porres, ¿no? San Juan de Lurigancho es el cono oeste, si no me equivoco. Ah, no sé. Pero bueno. Ya pues, Sally, ya tú haz tus propias averiguaciones, Sally. Yo no sé nada, ya. Yo no sé nada. Hasta la noche que hacemos un stream random nada más y hoy me voy a meter a la cama porque hace frío. ¿Ok? Hasta la noche y espero que no me dé nada malo porque tengo sueño. Hasta la noche, amigos. Chaito.